All right, so picture this. You're at the grocery store, standing in the peanut butter aisle, and you're just completely overwhelmed by the sheer number of
Oh,
choices.
yeah, I know that feeling.
Right, like smooth, crunchy, natural, organic, reduced fat, all these different brands and labels. It's like, where do you even begin? How do you know which one is actually the healthiest?
It can definitely be a bit of a head scratcher.
Well, that's exactly what we're going to tackle today on the deep dive. We're going to break down all the confusion surrounding peanut butter and give you a clear guide to choosing the healthiest options.
So the next time you're at the store, you can feel confident about what you're putting in your cart.
And speaking of feeling confident and making smart choices, we're all about that here on the deep dive. But if
Mm.
you're looking for even more inspiration and insights to really level up your life in all areas, not just healthy eating, you should definitely check out our YouTube channel, Necessary Cookies.
Oh, yeah. Necessary Cookies is where it's at.
Right.
We dive deep into all sorts of topics from personal growth to productivity to well-being. Basically anything that can help you become the best version of yourself.
Exactly. So if you're into learning, growing, and expanding your horizons, hit that subscribe button on Necessary Cookies. You won't regret it.
So back to our peanut butter dilemma. To help us navigate this nutty world, we've turned to the experts. Specifically, we've dug into an article from Eating Well, where 5 registered dietitians share their top tips for choosing the healthiest peanut butter.
5 dietitians, that's a pretty solid panel of experts. I'm curious, what was the biggest takeaway? What did they all seem to agree on?
Well, the resounding consensus was that the healthiest peanut butter has just one ingredient, peanuts. It sounds pretty obvious, but you'd be surprised how many brands sneak in extra stuff that you really don't need.
Yeah, like what kind of extra stuff are we talking about?
Well, for starters, there's often added oil. You might notice that layer of oil sitting on top of natural peanut butter. That's actually the natural peanut oil separating out.
Right. I've always wondered about that.
So some manufacturers will add extra oil, like palm oil or hydrogenated vegetable oils, to prevent that separation and make it look smoother, and also to increase the shelf life. But the thing is, those added oils are often loaded with unhealthy saturated and trans fats.
And I'm guessing that's not something we want in our supposedly healthy peanut butter.
Definitely not. One of the dietitians, Sapna Provemba, who specializes in plant-based nutrition, she pointed out that those added fats are totally unnecessary because peanuts are already a great source of healthy unsaturated fats.
Okay, so added oils are a no-go. What else should we be watching out for?
Sugar and salt are 2 big ones. Some brands add a significant amount of sugar, which can come in different forms like regular sugar, high fructose corn syrup, or even molasses. And then there's the added salt, which can really bump up your sodium intake without you realizing it.
So it's not just about choosing natural peanut butter, but also making sure it's truly unsweetened and low sodium.
Exactly. Amanda Blechman, another one of the dietitians, she stressed the importance of reading labels carefully and looking for jars with no added sugar and minimal to no salt.
Makes sense. Now, what about preservatives? I've seen those listed on some peanut butter jar.
Yeah, some brands use preservatives like potassium sorbate and sodium benzoate to extend the shelf life. But if you're trying to eat clean and avoid unnecessary additives, you might want to skip those.
So is there a way to keep peanut butter fresh without those preservatives?
Absolutely. The dietitians all recommended storing your peanut butter in the fridge. That helps to slow down the oxidation process and keep it fresh for longer.
Good to know. So we've talked about what to avoid in peanut butter, but let's shift gears a bit and talk about all the good stuff. What are the actual nutritional benefits of eating peanut butter?
Oh, there are tons. Peanut butter is actually a nutritional powerhouse. It's a great source of healthy fats, fiber protein, vitamins, minerals, and even antioxidants.
Wow, that's impressive for something that's basically just ground up peanuts.
Right. Andrea Mathis, another one of the dietitians, she calls peanut butter a nutrient-dense food, which means it's packed with a lot of nutrients for a relatively small number of calories.
I love hearing that. Okay, let's break down those nutrients a little bit. Let's start with those healthy fats. We hear a lot about good fats versus bad fats these days. So what's the deal with the fat in peanut butter?
Yeah, so the majority of fat in peanut butter is what's called unsaturated fat, which is the good kind. It's heart healthy and can actually help to lower your cholesterol levels. There might be a small amount of saturated fat depending on the processing, but the unsaturated fats are the dominant players.
Good to know. And what about protein? How does peanut butter stack up as a protein source?
It's actually a really good source of plant-based protein. A 2 tablespoon serving has about 7 grams of protein, which is more than you'd find in a large egg.
Wow, I didn't realize it was that much.
Yeah, so it's a great option for vegetarians, vegans, or anyone looking to incorporate more plant-based protein into their diet.
Awesome. And I've also heard that peanut butter can be a good snack for blood sugar control. Is there any truth to that?
Yeah, definitely. The combination of healthy fats, protein, and fiber in peanut butter helps to slow down digestion, which means the sugar is released into your bloodstream more gradually. This helps to prevent those sugar spikes and crashes that can leave you feeling tired and hungry.
So it's a more sustained source of energy.
Exactly. And it's important to note that this applies to natural peanut butter without added sugar. If you're choosing a brand with added sugar, it's not going to have the same blood sugar benefits.
Okay, so besides the healthy fats, protein, and fiber, what other nutrients are we getting from peanut butter?
It's also a good source of vitamins and minerals like magnesium, potassium, niacin, vitamin E, and folate. Plus, it's packed with antioxidants, which help to protect your cells from damage.
Antioxidants are always a good thing. And I vaguely remember reading something about the peanut skins having extra health benefits. Is that right?
You're totally right. The skins of peanuts are actually incredibly rich in antioxidants, even more so than some superfoods like green tea or blueberries.
Wow. So are there peanut butters out there that include the skins?
Yeah, you can definitely find brands that include the skins. It's something to look for if you want to maximize the antioxidant benefits.
Good tip. Okay, so we've covered what to look for in healthy peanut butter and all the amazing health benefits, but
Yeah.
let's talk about how to actually use it. I mean, beyond the classic peanut butter and jelly sandwich, what are some creative ways to incorporate peanut butter into our meals and snacks?
Ooh, the possibilities are endless. Peanut butter is so versatile. You can add it to smoothies, oatmeal yogurt parfaits, pancakes, even salad dressings.
Salad dressings, that's interesting.
Yeah, peanut butter can add a creamy, nutty flavor to dressings.
Hmm.
It's also great in marinades for chicken or tofu. You can make a delicious peanut sauce for noodles or rice. And of course, it's a staple in energy balls and other healthy snacks.
So many ideas. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it.
Right. And the dietitians in the article, they share tons of specific recipe ideas. Like there's this amazing recipe for spaghetti squash with peanut sauce and edamame, and another one for chicken and cucumber lettuce wraps with a peanut sauce.
Those sound delicious.
They are. And for those with a sweet tooth, there are healthier dessert options too, like peanut butter and banana and ice cream, or peanut butter energy bites made with oats, protein powder, and dark chocolate.
See, this is why I love the deep dive. We go beyond just the basic information and give you real practical ideas that you can actually use in your everyday life.
Exactly. We want to empower you to make healthier choices and live your best life.
And if you're looking for even more empowering content, don't forget to check out our YouTube channel, Necessary Cookies. We're always sharing valuable knowledge, motivation, inspiration, and insights to help you grow and succeed.
So hit that subscribe button and join our community of like-minded individuals who are all on a journey of self-improvement.
Awesome. Okay, so to wrap up our peanut butter deep dive, what's the key takeaway for our listeners?
Keep it simple. When you're choosing peanut butter, look for brands that have just one ingredient, peanuts. That way you're getting all the nutritional benefits without any of the added junk.
Perfect advice. And remember, even small changes like choosing a healthier peanut butter can make a big difference in your overall health and well-being.
Absolutely. It's all about making those conscious choices that support your goals.
Well said. Thanks for joining me on this peanut butter adventure.
My pleasure. Always happy to talk about healthy eating.
And to our listeners, thanks for tuning in to the deep dive. We'll see you next time for another deep dive into something fascinating and helpful.
And don't forget to check out Necessary Cookies on YouTube. We've got so much more in store for you.
Until next time, be well and keep learning, keep growing, keep striving to be the best version of yourself.
Couldn't have said it better myself.